Hey everybody, new video today. So today I want to talk 3D Mario because I've been doing some thinking when it comes to the next big 3D Mario game for the Switch successor, Switch 2. And I'm at a point now where I'm saying to myself, this game really needs to blow me away. That's how I feel. In order to buy into the hardware day one at launch or in the launch window, because I believe this will be the game that they're going to launch the system with. A lot of people think it's going to be the next big Mario Kart, which it could be, or Metroid Prime 4 for that matter, which I don't think it will be, because that's a game that has yet to even be confirmed to be a cross-generational release. Maybe we do get that confirmation when we finally get the Switch 2 teaser, which could happen anytime. But I think it's going to be 3D Mario, and for a number of reasons. But the biggest reason is it's the only game, essentially, that they have in their arsenal that can match Breath of the Wild in terms of scope and scale and just having that vast single-player experience of that caliber, of that scope and that scale, like what Breath of the Wild did for Zelda. Maybe it's open world, but it's very likely that it could be, because if you look at what they did with Bowser's Fury, and then kind of look at the poster art even for the Super Mario Brothers movie, of Mario overlooking the Mushroom Kingdom and all its glory and detail with Peach's castle up in the hilltop, and it's like, take that and take what they did with Bowser's Fury, mash them together, and look at the result. You know, maybe it is just a vast open world style 3D Mario game, the most ambitious 3D Mario game, and one of the most ambitious first party games that they've ever developed, right alongside Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, etc. That's really what I expect, something in that vein. But I think this is a game, because the system itself, I expect it to be $400, Switch 2, right? The $399 price point, I think, is the sweet spot. I think most Nintendo fans at this juncture will agree that 400 would be ideal. But I'm also thinking it could even be more than that, maybe like $449. I don't see Nintendo putting out a $500 system. But if you think about it, I mean, the OLED right now is $350. So is the next device really going to be just $50 more than an OLED? When you look at the rumored specs right now, they sound fabulous. More powerful than a Steam Deck. I forget where it's going to kind of land in between PS4 Pro and Xbox Series, somewhere in that realm, but 12 gigabytes of RAM, a 1080p 8-inch screen. There's just a lot of new improvements. The dock's probably going to do 4K output, and then you factor in the DLSS, NVIDIA tech that they have going there as well. There's quite a bit going on. This is going to be a big jump going from base Switch to this new device in terms of just capability overall. So just a $50 upgrade in price from the OLED. I mean, I do expect, of course, we all expect that the OLED and the base Switch are going to get price cuts. We just don't know when. It could be at any time. Could happen this holiday. Could happen at the beginning of next year, before the fiscal year ends in March. It's coming. But how much are those price cuts going to be? Just $50? So they put the OLED goes down to $300. So you have a $100 difference between both the OLED and the Switch 2. And base Switch goes to $250. The Lite, is it just going to be a mere $50? Probably, right? But that's probably going to be enough, because these systems are going to continue to sell. And I'm also at a point now where, I mean, it would be, even at $400, it would be Nintendo's most expensive gaming device ever, even at a $400 price point. I mean, Wii U had a $350 SKU, and that was the most expensive. And that came with a game, though. That came with Nintendo Land. Of course, they had the $300 SKU as well for Wii U. And then you think like PS5 Pro at $700, $800, whatever the hell it is. Add on the disc drive, doesn't even come with a game. It's like, damn. I mean, these systems are it's a lot of money. Even $400 right now with the economy. Like, I'm a lot more frugal lately. I don't buy as many collectibles. I'm being really frugal with my money. To even drop $400 on the new device, the game, new 3D Mario, I expect to be $70. Then when you factor in, sales tax and everything else, you need $500 minimum right out the gate to buy into this thing. So I've owned every Nintendo system. GameCube, Wii U, and Switch. I've purchased every one of those systems with my own money. NES, Super NES, and N64 I received for Christmas from my father. So I've had them all. I don't own them all currently. I don't have an NES or a Super NES, but I got everything else right now. As you can see, if I move the camera up, you can get a quick view of some of my systems. I got GameCube right here, the silver one. N64 down here, the white Switch right here in the corner, and the Wii U, if I push in. The light, I know the lighting ain't that great, but I got a Wii U here as well. There's a couple right there. I got a Super NES Classic too. So I've had them all. Some of the handhelds, not all the handhelds. I got a 2DS XL and whatnot, but I expect I'm going to buy into this thing. I know they're going to have a lot in the first 8 months or so. There'll be some third-party stuff on board. It's going to be, I think they're going to try to match what they did was the Switch's first year, where they're going to put out, it's going to, the volume, the output, there's going to be a lot, you know, in quick succession throughout the months. They have a big game every month. But I expect 3D Mario to be that day one killer app in holiday of 2025. Follow up of maybe the next big Mario Kart game. And also, I'm in no real rush for Switch 2. I know a lot of Nintendo fans, the whole fan base essentially is. A lot of Nintendo YouTubers making videos on Switch 2 left and right. When's this thing going to be announced? When's it coming out? I expect it to come out first half of 2025, which would be anywhere in between April and June. Any one of those 3 months, April, May, June. June being the cutoff, because June is the 6th month of the year, so anything beyond that would be second half. Could be May. Could very well release in May. I've known Nintendo has never released a system in May, but there's a first for everything. They have released 4 systems in June, and it could be as early as April. We just don't know, but I expect it to be right in there, right in that realm of April, May, June. Somewhere, one of those months, this thing's coming out. But again, I'm in no real rush. I'm still satisfied with Switch. I'm playing Echoes of Wisdom right now, having a blast. I'm a little beyond halfway through the game. And then in November, Mario and Luigi Brothership. There's still some really fun first-party offerings. And there's even some good third-party stuff. Horizon Lego Adventures. The Dragon Quest games, just to name a few, still on the horizon. And then when you look into 2025, there's a couple of juggernauts. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Pokemon Legends ZA, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, January to kick off the year. That's a game that I don't really need to double dip on, and I don't think I will. I played and beat Donkey Kong Country Returns on Wii, loved the game, but I don't really need to drop another 60 and replay that game, so that's probably a pass. But it's a great game, so I get why they're bringing it over, and a lot of Switch owners likely never played it, so it's fine. But there's still quite a bit, and Switch is going to continue to sell. That's not even all. Maybe there's a new 2D Kirby game. Maybe there's still going to be stuff dropping on the system even in 2025, beyond Metroid, beyond Pokemon. Right? It's not done yet. Going into its 8th year, there's going to be plenty to play. So I'm personally in no rush for the next system. But the idea of this video is I really hope and I really need the next 3D Mario game in particular as that killer app launch title to blow my socks off in order for me to really consider picking this thing up right out the gate and dropping $500 right now. Because money is tight. I'm at a point now where I'm just being really frugal with my purchases. You know, it's tough for a lot of people. You know, a lot of people are unemployed, laid off. A lot of people are saving their money right now for the system. A lot of Nintendo fans are saving up the Switch too. You know, scrapping together what they have to buy this thing, you know, day one or within the launch window. So there'll be more on 3D Mario. I want to talk more. I'm going to put a video out on my anticipation and my overall expectations for the game. Again, I kind of gave a little insight, you know, Bowser's Fury with the Mario movie, kind of meshing both, and maybe we get some grand scale, just massive 3D Mario experience. But I'm going to talk more about it on a follow-up video soon, so stay tuned. I have a lot more content in the works, more on Echoes of Wisdom. Again, I'm becoming a lot more active on YouTube, so yeah, so that's it for now. Just a little insight on the matter, but I'm still excited nonetheless for the new hardware. So thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more.